21 Best Soap Opera Returns in 2024. GA's Jonathan Jackson, Lie and R's Jess Walton, and more ranked. I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Please subscribe to the channel. The soap opera revolving door never completely stops turning. After taking a break from the genre for a few months, years, or as one of the stars on our list this year did, 38 years, many performers return to it. While some reprise their prior roles, others take on new ones. Devoted viewers of General Hospital, Young, and The Restless, Days of Our Lives, and Bold and the Beautiful enthusiastically welcome the performers and their characters back on our televisions, regardless of how long they have been gone. See our selection of 2024's most remarkable returns by scrolling down. It's a wonderful thing for soap operas that Belle and Sean are no longer together. We get the feeling that these two will eventually cross paths again. Sean returned to Salem only after Doug's Bill Hayes passing and memorial service. The wedding anniversary of her parents, John Black, the late brilliant Drake Hodgeston, and Marlena Evans Deidre Hall, was the happy reason Belle had already returned. The most crucial thing is that these two are back together and will eventually reunite. More than 35 years ago, Cousin started his prestigious acting career on the New York soap operas Another World and As the World Turns. Daytime viewers are most familiar with him from his role as the rockish Kane Rogan on One Life to Live, which he started in 1991. He starred in evening TV series like American Dreams, Breaking Bad, Drop Dead Diva, Castle, and even REAL for decades. Thankfully, he returned to soap operas in April of this year as the mysterious Dr. Alan Laurent, a character that has captured Tracy Abbott's Beth Maitland attention. Over the years, Burton has come and gone from GH. The actor has had considerable success in various soap operas while he has been away from Port Charles. The actor belongs in GH though. During a primetime special celebrating the show's 60th anniversary in January, ABC revealed Burton's return to the program. Jason needs a plot and a romantic interest of his own, even if he has been quite busy assisting his best friends Sonny Maurice Bernard and Carly Laura Wright. We may always hope that Britt Kelly Thiebaud, who passed away, had a twin. Shayla seems to have planned her final scheme on B&B in the beginning of the year. We believed Sheila died as a result of the crazed baby stealers confrontation with her lifelong adversary Steffi Jacqueline Messins Wood. It turns out that Sugar, Sheila's twin, actually died instead of Sheila. Sheila returned to the scene after a little absence. Sheila's death was questioned by many. Not that Sheila's fight with Steffi wasn't dramatic and bloody, but wouldn't Sheila's final departure be much more stunning and, excuse the pun, audacious? Jackson is one of the most well-liked actors on daytime television. Since his first day on the show in 1993, Jackson, the TV son of iconic performers Anthony Geary ex-Luke and Jenny Francis Laura, has been able to compete with more seasoned players. It seemed inevitable that the young actor would pursue roles outside of soap operas, and he did just that. In The Deep End of the Ocean, Jackson shared the big screen with Michelle Pfeiffer and the late Treat Williams. Later on Nashville, he portrayed Avery Barkley, a series regular. On the other hand, supporters always hoped he would return to Port Charles. He accomplished precisely that this year. Jackson still has a lot of chemistry with longtime leading lady Rebecca Herbst Liz. Nobody is going to for his long tenure as the dapper Cass Winthrop on Another World. Schnitzer is well known to soap opera viewers. He previously portrayed Marcelo Salta, a blue-collar nice man on One Life to Live. His first role on the soap opera was as Steve, Julie Susan Seaforth Hayes' brother, if you're a Days veteran. The show featured Schnitzer in the late 1970s. Schnitzer's guest appearance on Day YS was made more authentic by showing viewers flashbacks from his time in Salem with the late Bill Hayes Doug. For the actor to return, the door has been left open. It is our hope that we will see Steve once more. Known for his role as gay teen Luke Snyder on As the World Turns, Hansis made a comeback to soap operas this year, this time portraying another Luke, this time GH's Lucas Jones. Will Lucas meet up with Brad Perry Shin, his former partner, at a medical conference in February? Everything is in place for these two to reunite. You may recognize Waylon from his many TV and movie roles. He made his B&B debut in 2007 as Carl. As a caretaker at the cremation where Sheila Really Sugar was burned, he played the same duty once more this year. It's a long time between B and B stints minus 17 years. But Waylon has kept herself occupied by making appearances on TV shows including Magnum P.I., Superstore, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Castle, Revenge, Criminal Minds, Shameless, and Wizards of Waverly Place. And is Amy Lewis, a character that Stephanie E. Williams embodied on the CBS serial opera in the 1980s, was Pettiford's comeback to daytime this autumn. In the 1990s, Williams ironically took up Pettiford's role as Dr. Sheila Price on One Life to Live. Hopkins has returned to A&R as private investigator Denise, who provided information about Amy's kid, demonstrating once again how small worlds can be found in soap operas and the entertainment industry. The two actresses co-starred on Half and Half, a UPN sitcom from 2002 to 2006. Days was aware that without Julie's grandson Ely, Doug's memorial wouldn't be complete. Lonnie would accompany him, of course. This year, the couple visited Salem more than just to pay their respects to Doug, which makes sense considering their connections to the cast. Many topics are covered in soap operas, but family is a major one. In the upcoming months, we should see a lot more of Lonnie and Eli. We thought that it would be some time before Reeves returned to Port Charles. Stephen Lars is a doctor, after all. Additionally, the late Dr. Steve Hardy John Berardino, his grandfather and namesake, served as the chief of staff at General Hospital for many years. Unfortunately, Stephen Lars was only back long enough to assist in removing his jailbird mother, Heather, played by Allie Mills, a daytime Emmy winner, from the canvas. Let's hope that in 2025, a medical emergency forces Dr. Weber to consult so that Reeves can return to our screens. Neither a good nor a wicked guy can be subdued, even if he's deceased. Ashby returned to Y&R in 2023 after a 20-year break, playing Sharon Case's ex-lover Cameron after he was released from prison. Cameron was killed by Sharon in order to save her daughter Faith Raylan Castor. Therefore, that should be the last of him. Not exactly. As a part of Sharon's twisted mind, Cameron made a comeback this year. As she battled demons, she created him in her imagination. Sharon exiled Cameron when she was prepared to move on, and he vanished right away. Fan favorite Alfonso, who has been with Deyes since her 1983 debut, returned earlier this month to assist Hope's sister/stepmother Julie in grieving for Julie's husband and Hope's father Doug. When Hope returned to Salem, the first person she encountered was Peden Meyer, Doug Williams' IE's grandson, who goes by the name Doug Williams. Hope arrived home a devoted daughter, but her detective abilities quickly became apparent. In regards to her half-brother, she has suspicions. Since Paris Buckingham Diamond White and Zoe Buckingham Kiara Barnes are no longer featured on the B&B canvas, their helicopter mom, Grace, has less of a reason to appear on our screens. However, Taylor Rebecca Budig sought a consultation with Dr. Buckingham when she was experiencing heart issues. Taylor was identified as having broken heart syndrome, which is another name for stress cardiomyopathy. It is what happens when certain physical heart conditions are brought on by stress. Since he and Brooke Catherine Kelly Lang are experiencing issues, perhaps Ridge Thorsten Kay will help remedy that condition. Not so long ago, Andrew returned to Salem to inform Marlena of some sad news. Her cherished husband John was called away on business and would not be able to attend their anniversary, but it wasn't all work during his visit. When Andrew's lover Paul saw him, he proposed marriage. Paul had traveled to town for his father John and Marlena's anniversary. Andrew gladly agreed. Hopefully, the Peacock drama will show us how this engagement and marriage turn out. For the funerals of their characters, soap operas are renowned for bringing back well-known faces. By locating former child actress Brighton Hertford, who portrayed Bobby Spencer's Jacqueline Zeman adoptive daughter BJ Jones, to make an appearance in Bobby's memorial episodes, GH went one step further. Little BJ was certified brain dead after a school bus accident in one of GH's most iconic plots. Her dying cousin Maxie, now Kirsten Storms, received her heart as a donation, the character of Angela Brighton, a reporter who went to Bobby's service, was created by the show's writers. Although it wasn't made clear until her second episode that Angela was BJ's ghost, astute GH viewers quickly deduced this fact as soon as she appeared on screen. Fan favorite Ryan Carnes also returned for the sorrowful occasion as Bobby's adopted son Lucas. To say that B&B chose a different kind of player to play Taylor would be an understatement. Hunter Tylo in the original version is similar to Krista Allen, the show's former Taylor. Social media users joked that Budig, who this year took over as the show's new Taylor, was too young for the role and would have been more suited as Taylor's dead daughter Feud, who has been brought back to life, but by producing dependable and consistent work. Budig, who is well known as Greenlee on All My Children, has made Taylor her own. A less talented actress would have used grandstanding to make an impression on Taylor. We were won over by Budig's genuineness. The Doctor is in. Days with only surviving original cast member, Cheetham, was the driving force behind many of the show's early plots. Her character, Marie, honored her late parents Tom, played by MacDonald Carey, and Alice, played by Frances Reid, during her brief homecoming. During the character's romantic triangle with Neil, Joe Gallison, and Liz, Gloria Loring, in the early 1980s, Cheetham did not portray Marie. Nevertheless, he engaged Loring's Liz in conversation as though they had been scene mates for years. Luckily, Marie and Liz put their differences aside. At least that's what we believe happened. We would want to often see Cheetham, another long-lost Horton. Walton's return to the storytelling canvas is always welcomed by we and our audiences, whether she makes an appearance in person or via video conference. Walton, one of the most renowned performers on the show, has won 2 Daytime Emmys for her performance as Jill Foster Abbott. In every scene where she appears, she adds vitality, history, and gravity. In 2025, hopefully we'll see more of Walton and Jill. Our top picks for Best Soap Opera Returns 2024 are both Loring's and Hearst's. Liz, a former bad girl who became a heroine, became one of Days' most well-liked leading women in the early 1980s. Tony DeMura, Thal Pinglis, Liz's domineering husband, had forbade his wife from telling true love Neil that she cared for him, but he was powerless to stop Liz from expressing her emotions. Liz's moving performance of Always on My Mind conveyed her true feelings to the audience. That was the perfect example of a soap opera star-crossed romance. After a 36-year hiatus, Loring was welcomed back to the show by Dayways to honor the late, great Bill Hayes, ex-Doug. As though no time had gone, Loring, who is well known for her popular duet song Friends and Lovers with Carl Anderson, returned to the stage. In an apparent reference to Loring's 2 real-life boys, musician Robin Thicke and Brennan Thicke, the show disclosed that Liz had given birth to 2 sons while she was gone from Salem. Flashbacks showed us how deeply Liz loved Doug as a friend and professional ally. Although short, her trip to Salem will never be forgotten. We're hoping that Liz will return to Days soon. The return of 3-time Daytime Emmy winner Hearst as ruthless lawyer Rick Lansing was a major win for GH. Hearst was given a fantastic plot by the program, and he embraced it. When his daughter Molly, Kristen Vaganos, clashed with her half-sister Christina, Kate Monsey, whose father also happens to be Rick's half-brother Sonny, Rick returned to the scene at the perfect moment. When Christina demanded justice from Ava Jerome, Maura West, the woman she blamed for the loss of her unborn daughter, Rick went for the kill during his cross-examination of her in court. When the surrogate mother testified, Rick skillfully exploited her feelings against her, leading the jury to find reasonable doubt. Even lawyer Alexis, Nancy Lee Gran, who had little affection for Rick, was impressed by his legal knowledge. Hearst deserves praise for not missing a beat since taking on the role again. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.